Hi everybody, I'm so excited. I love Twitter the most. Sorry WordPress people, I love WordPress too. Okay, so I don't do slides because I'm going to do a demo, so if you're watching this on Facebook Live, you will be able to see nothing because it's backlit, but at least you'll have the words. And if you want to do extra studying, go to bridgetwillard.com/Twitter lists. It's all there, Twitter lists. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is building your business online with Twitter lists, well with Twitter, and the key is lists. So the short answer to the question is use lists. So like you could all go home now. But nobody pays attention to lists for some reason. So here's the thing. Lists are the most underused tool on Twitter, and it saves you time, it helps you focus your efforts, and it helps you listen to your customer base. So when it comes to Twitter, I've been a user since March 27th, 2007. It's that important to me that I know the date. Twitter changed my life. It totally changed. Twitter and WordPress changed my entire career. Because, as you know, before I started working for WordPress, who makes Give, the most robust online donation plugin for WordPress. It just came out with 1.8. I had to throw that in there. It's like a thing. Okay, so anyway, I was a secretary. I was an office manager for a general contractor. And so I learned to do relationship marketing on Twitter with business to business. So that's kind of my specialty. I don't really do as much retail, but I've been using Twitter for business since 2009, and specifically in the WordPress space for the last year and a half. So this is what we did with Give WP, which is the most robust online donation plugin for WordPress. I brought that account in 2 months from 165 followers to 1,000. It's now about 4,100 a year and a half later, and so what I do is, I focus my time, I focus my efforts on our primary demographics. I suggest that you go with 3 different demographics when you make your lists, and we're going to go through. That's why I have my computer and no slides. I'm literally going to show you how to make a list. So for us, we're a WordPress plugin, so we care about the people who actually use our plugin. So I have a list called Give WP Users. I have a list of our team members, because I want to know what Devin has to say. That's super important to me, right? He wrote our plugin, but among everybody else. But as our team grows, I have all those people on the list. Also, another one that's really important to me are WordPress people, because WordPress people are one of our primary demographics, since you have to use WordPress to use Give. But our number, so I go, this is what I do. Give users, so customers, then it's WordPress people, then it's nonprofits, because nonprofits need online donations, right? So when I was doing construction, it was our clients. The next list was real estate brokers, because those were our favorite people as a commercial general contractor. The next one was people in Orange County, because we do business here in Orange County, right? So you can go by geography, you can go by type, you can go by demographic. It's just whatever your business is, it's going to determine it a little bit differently. For a plugin company, we love all people who use WordPress. We don't care if you're a member of AWP or if you're brand new to WordPress, you're important to us, right? So, but if you're a freelancer and you niche out in nonprofits, then you would want to have a nonprofit list too. If you're a dev and you build WordPress sites for nonprofits, that's important to you. If you only work in Orange County, then the list for Orange County is important to you. If you, because everybody niches out, I don't even know how, it's like GIF, whatever. So, like, somebody's probably already commenting, hi Justine, Peter Pretorius. So the thing is that nobody just builds websites for everybody. If you do, you need to start focusing. Or writing for everybody. Like Karen's a realtor, so Karen would want other realtors on her list. She would want people in Riverside County on her list. She would want people that are advocates of aging on her list because she's an advocate for aging. So think of the things that are important to you. Write those things down so that you don't forget. Either make a note, email yourself, write it down, whatever. Because those are the lists that you want to do. And what lists allow you to do is filter your home feed. So I don't have to go to the home. I mean, if I go to the home feed, you know, there's 10 million things. And you just scroll, scroll, scroll. And honestly, oh, there's Angelina. Hi, Angelina. So this is why it's super important to have a recognizable avatar or logo, because nobody reads, they scroll. So even if they are scrolling, they're seeing, oh, look, there's Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette. That movie was so sad, by the way, Inside Out. I was just having this conversation. Okay. There's Kate. Hi, Kate. And there's Andrew from our SMMLC. Like, you recognize the people, you recognize the logos. You see what I'm saying? So this is just the home feed. But that's too much. Nobody has time for that. Now, super secret tip. I try to spend about 5 minutes in the home feed just in case. Because you never, if you automatically discount people, you don't know what you're missing. You know, we always talk about volume or numbers, but it only is the right person. You only need the right person. You know what I mean? Yeah, do your thing. No problem. I just super stressed out and I didn't want to wait. Okay, so does anybody have any questions yet? I love questions the most. Okay, so when I go to my profile, you will see tweets, following, followers, likes, and more. And I think because my monitor is so small, it just doesn't like me. I'm going to go to lists. Normally you can see lists. So there's two sections. There's lists that you're subscribed to or lists that you're a member of. And so, like, I made this Win Home Inspection list to teach this when I was in Nashville last month. So you see I have WordCamps, WordPress people, real estate people, people that are in a buffer chat, my SMMLC friends, right? So it used to be that you could only have 20 lists with like X amount of people, but it's basically infinite. It's like nobody's going to run out of lists. If you're running out of lists, you got other problems. Okay, so the point is, like, when I go to, like, let's go to WordPress, since it's a WordPress meetup, I have 557 people. So if I click on members, then I'll see all of those people. I have 557 people on this list, and then you can see who they are. It goes usually reverse chronological order, like Caldera Learn is a new account, and I just put them on there. WordCamp Karaoke, Left Now, WordPress Meetup, Julie, whatever. Okay, but if you go back to the way it was, this is the live feed of everybody on this list. And so I could be super intentional about my time. Oh, look, there's Amy Hall. She's here. Okay, see this? This is the most important button on Twitter. The arrow that goes like this. Reply. There's the reason why people feel like they're unsuccessful on Twitter is they do too many retweets and not enough replies. Because if you think about it this way, like, okay, so a heart is like, hey, I see you across, hey, CJ, like I'm just waving to you across a party. Unless somebody actually walks over to the person, you're not going to be able to engage in a conversation. You know what I mean? Yes, please.
You can, what I like to do sometimes is just retweeting automatically, you retweet and then you say something.
Comment retweet. The comment retweet is awesome. The comment retweet is awesome. So like, Amy has had this tweet sent out and I would press reply, I would say, that's awesome. Now she has something to reply to, and then she could say something to me.
Okay,
right?
wait, sorry.
So I'm clicking the arrow for reply. People go, I don't know what I'm doing on Twitter. I don't know what I'm doing. I would just start with replying.
Is there a private reply or is there?
There is a private reply, but it's called a direct message. Like I would literally have to go on Amy's profile, and then I would have to press this button right here for send a direct message. Okay, but here's my thing. This is not Facebook. Oh, hi, Devin. Go, Bridget, go. I don't have my readers on. Go, Bridget. I just take selfies. Okay, good job. Selfies is a good way to start. Okay, so the thing is, Twitter is public. And what's so great about Twitter is you can overhear conversations, right? So if I were just standing here talking to Jamal and we were talking about, I don't know, setting up Epson projectors. Thanks, DreamHost, for our projector and our screen. Then somebody could maybe walk up and go, oh, DreamHost, what's that? Oh, they're a WordPress hosting company. Da 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 da. Just like at parties when you overhear other people talking, you have that ability to continue on the conversation. Think of Twitter like a networking event or a cocktail party. You want to be overheard because somebody's saying, why do I want all these conversations happening in public? Because you want people to overhear you. Why do you ever leave your house? Bridget says selfies are pure gold on Twitter. He's right. Davino is right. Selfies are the best. People recognize faces, they like to respond. Okay, so you can do direct messages, but I would just reply. There's almost nothing that you need to be having a secret about unless you're flirting with somebody that you shouldn't be doing that. And if you shouldn't be doing it, then what is this?
Thank you for presenting tonight.
Oh, selfie queen, that's funny. You can't read this because it's backwards, and even though I watched a video on how to fix it, I couldn't figure it out. I tweet, I know AV. This is awesome. Okay, so. Okay, so sometimes people say, what should you say? What should you say on Twitter? Let me find that tweet. This is hilarious. Okay, so I said, I may or may not be eating a Pop-Tart. Don't rat me out, Twitter. Okay? So it could be funny. You could be funny. You can say whatever you want to feel comfortable, whatever you're comfortable with the whole world knowing about. But then WP Sidecare said, Bridget Willard is eating a Pop-Tart, everyone. And so I was laughing, like, oh, if I made one person smile, I've done my job, a smiley face. But the funnest thing is, people just kept replying to me. They kept saying, like, where's Various? Various said, oh no, well first, Angelina asked which one did I choose. And I said, brown sugar and cinnamon, hello. And then Christina said she hasn't had one in a long time. And Various said, it's funny that I feel we're so connected. I had a blueberry Pop-Tart about 3 hours ago, LOL. And it seems like such a waste of time, but this is how we connect. It's how we connect when we're in person. It's how we connect when we're online. Everything that works when you're with a group of people in person as human beings works online. Okay, so I love Twitter, but I don't want to get all like, I want to talk about lists, because lists is what nobody talks about. So everybody's okay with like the basic mechanics of Twitter. I'm saying something, the whole world is reading it, they may or may not reply. Some people are stalkers, and they read it and bring it up in conversation later, which is a little weird, and I don't recommend doing that, by the way, to you who are watching on Facebook. I'd rather they reply instead of like, wow, so you really are looking at every detail on that selfie. Like, don't send me a box of Pop-Tarts, that's creepy. Okay. Especially if they're strawberry, just keep that at home, that's a mistake. Okay. Okay, so, I thought it'd be fun to make a Women Who WP list, since I haven't made one, so you can see how you do it from the very beginning. What do you think? Are you down with that? Okay. So this is being recorded, just so you know. Nobody can see the screen, but they can hear my voice. Okay, so... when you are in your list page, you can create a new list. Okay? Or you can create a new list when you follow somebody. So, a tiny bit backwards, when I follow somebody, 90% of the time I put them on a list. Because I can't even tell you how many times I wanted to know somebody's handle, but I couldn't remember it, but I knew what they did. So I treat my lists the same way I treat hashtags, like keywords. Who was that plumber in Riverside? Can't remember. You know, but then I could go to my list and go find it. You know what I mean?
So you follow and?
I follow and list. And you don't have to follow people that you list. That's another thing most people don't know. You can list like all the news people, so you don't have to waste time following them. And then you can just look at your news list when they say turn around, don't drown, because California's getting rain for the first time in 10 years. Okay, so create new list. I'm going to call it Women Who WP. Not Pop-Tarts. That would be terrible and possibly sexist, but very funny. So bonus points for being clever. Women, don't listen to that anybody on Facebook. Hi, Russ. Okay, Women Who WP. You can put a description. People who attend our meetup. Whoop. Now, you can have a list public or private. So here's the thing. Just a little cautionary tale. People will be notified that you put them on the list, and it will say what it's called. So if I made this Pop-Tarts, and all of a sudden Jen Miller got a notification, hey, Bridget Willard put you on Pop-Tarts Twitter list. Maybe that's funny between the two of us, but if it was a guy, you'd be like, block, spam, TRO. Don't do that. We're having our meetup and I saw this. Hi, meetup in Las Vegas, blogger WordPress meetup. I love Twitter lists. Okay, so you can, but okay, so here's the thing. If you make your list private, they don't get notified. But if you change your mind, they will be notified. Name your lists very carefully. Don't do any inside jokes that you wouldn't want to become outside jokes. So everybody, 100%, I've warned you, that's my disclaimer. Right? Okay. So, the cool thing is that, like I said, people are notified that you listed them. So if they weren't following you, maybe they will now. And maybe they go, oh yeah, I remember Bridget from WordCamp Cincinnati or whatever. Okay, save list. So, how do you add people to your list? So, what I do is so if I go Jen blogs for you, this is normally how I do it. Like I'm looking at their profile. So you're going to press the gear. And then you're going to say add or remove to lists. And you can see she's already on some of my lists. There's overlap. It doesn't matter. She's on my WordPress list. She's on my SMMOC list. She's on my I Met People at WordCamp list, my Orange County list, my writing list. I have a lot of lists because I don't remember people. But so I clicked the name, Women Who WP, and then now she's on it. And she probably got a notification. Did you just get a notification? Oh, I thought maybe. Oh, okay, that's okay. But you probably got a notification. So then, oh my gosh, I just.
Let's look up Connor.
Well, let's do 2 Carolines first. 2 Carolines bake. Connor from the. Oh yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, so 2 Carolines bake. Women Who WP. She's also on my foodies list and also on my Orange County list.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Maybe not because I'm not .org.
No, all WordPress people are WordPress people to me. I started on WordPress.com. WordPress.com is a great onboarding experience for people. I am on it, you are on it, Karen is on it, a lot of people are on it. A lot of people leave it, some people keep them both. WordPress is inclusive. That means we include people who are self-installed and on WordPress.com. If you're writing, you're changing the world, keep writing. I started as a writer. I hope I never have to build a website again. Don't tell anybody. I just told all of Facebook. The cake is on WordPress? Yes. So anyway, so you can keep adding people. where was Amy Hall? Amy Hall, and then list, add or move to list, women who WP. What's Michelle? Michelle Rodriguez. Add or to move to list, women who WP. Karen. I just want to get a few people on here so I can show you what it looks like. Tashawn. Yeah. So sometimes, oh, how come you're not on WordPress, peeps? You should also be on video. So well, because that's his expertise. Okay, so anyway, so that's a good start. So again, I'm going to see my list. When I look at my list, it's only going to be the tweets from the 6 people who are on this list. There's Amy Hall. There's Karen's picture of isn't that the coolest thing ever? Twitter cupcake from 2carolines.com. If you'd like to order a cupcake, go to 2carolines.com. That's 2, TWOcarolines.com. Okay. Oh, there's Amy's picture of, oh, that's a good one, Amy. You go. It's your birthday. Okay. So here is Michelle Rodriguez retweeted. So even retweets are going to show up in the list. So that's cool because that helps you get aware. If you weren't aware, Michelle Rodriguez is part of Girl Develop It. Girl Develop It teaches you classes you pay, and they will teach you classes. Debug the chat. I feel like I'm always on an infomercial. Okay, too much TV. But this is great because I use before Twitter changed the favorite to a heart, it was just a favorite, so I treated it like a bookmark. So sometimes if I'm like, oh, this is a good documentary, this is what I do. I press that so I remember to go look back. And then when I'm done looking at it, I unlike it. It's not personal, it's a bookmark. Okay, so here's another thing, success is not final. And I could go, so when I click reply, remember I said, reply is the best, most powerful thing. So I could say, hey, Michelle, I love that quote. Heart.
Is that 40? That looks like 40 to me.
I don't think it's flirting. I think it's just being friendly. So anyway, so you scroll through, you only see this. Karen was listening to somebody talking about permanent housing for the homeless today. And you know, remember she was saying that you could do a comment retweet where you could put a comment up here and go, that is awesome. That is awesome. Tweet. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? So I just spent like 5 minutes and I did how many tweets? Because I'm intentional. I'm looking at the people I care about the most. I can still follow everybody, not look like a jackass because I'm not following you, but only spend my time where I want to spend it. You know what I mean? So like for this list, like if I actually followed through and kept putting people on it, I would be super serious about this list the week before our meetup. I'd be like, not stalker, but like aggressively friendly. WP and pasta. We're not eating pasta. I got a grilled cheese getting cold, but that's cool. Okay, so do you want to see how you put the list in Hootsuite, which is my second favorite thing? Say yes. I love Hootsuite the best for only Twitter. Hootsuite, it's free if you have only 3 profiles. So let's open up my Hootsuite. Okay, you're going to see all my secrets. Don't rat me out, people. I love Hootsuite because Hootsuite's the same on my phone as it is on desktop. So what I'll do is I'll create a column in Hootsuite that is my list. Okay? So I got all kinds of things happening around here. So here's my guru. Well, I'll just show you Give. I'll show you Give. So here's the home feed. So this column right here is just the home feed. That's everybody. This is people talking to us. Kevin made us a new features section. It's super bitchin'. Go check it out. That guy is awesome. This is direct messages, which are almost never helpful ever. Oh, thanks for following me. Can you please like our Facebook page? No, I just met you, weirdo.
2 seconds ago.
Remember I was saying I care about our team? These are our teams. There's Devin, there's Kevin. This is a bookmark thing because I like to cycle my tweets, so there's my likes. Ooh, nonprofits, see? Nonprofits and WordPressers. So that I can only look at just the tweets that matter to me at that moment, for whatever reason. Now, I'll just tell you all my secrets. So, I'm also doing the WordCamp for San Diego. So San Diego, the hashtag matters, right? So, unfortunately, sometimes hashtags are used by other people. You cannot own a hashtag, but, you know, maybe LA will be nicer to me. Let's see. Okay, so LA, like there's my hashtag column of WordCamp LAX. Because when you're at the WordCamp, or it's coming closer, those are the tweets that matter to you the most. A hashtag also filters out with the tweets that have that. Use it like a keyword. You can be sarcastic, but nobody's going to click on that. They're just going to chuckle. Okay, so back to our story. So I want to add a column. I have so many that I have a second guru thing. I'm going to add a column. Oh, you can also have a search. So I have a search for BridgetWillard.com just in case nobody tags me or tags me wrong from my website. In case they tweet out anything for BridgetWillard.com, I can still thank them. So Hootsuite has a lot of things you can do that aren't lists. Okay, so, but I'm going to add a column. I'm going to add a stream. It's called a stream. Like, they got to make it complicated. It's a column. It's not a stream. I mean, just seriously. Okay, so it's going to be a list. I'm going to click my profile, which is, you too can be a guru. And so it shows the list, Women Who WP. And I'm going to say, add stream. And it's going to add it. It's adding it right now. It's populating, buffering. I have a friend, Kendra, she said her son used to say buffering. So it's the same tweets. There's Amy's, there's Karen's, there's Amy's, there's GDI, like that. You know, so I like to do a old kind of retweet. So I'll just, sometimes I modify it and go rad. And then I just take off some of her stuff so it'll fit. And then that's all I want to do with it, and then I'm done. You know, so you can do those kinds of things. But can you see how it optimizes your time? So then when I get on my phone, it's gonna sync those same columns. And on my phone, when I'm mobile, I'll have that exact same list available to me. What do you think?
So, you use the Hootsuite all the time, or do you
I go back and forth. No tool does exactly what I want to do. And here's the thing. Like, some people like to write blog posts in the visual mode. Some people like the text mode. Some people like to FTP it in. I'm sure somebody's doing it in the WP CLI. It's all your preference of how you want to work, right? For me, there is no way I could do Twitter if I didn't have lists. And if I didn't optimize my time and if I wasn't intentional. And here's the thing. Here's the most important part. So, like I said, when I'm on these lists and I'm on like WordPress, we made a list called WP Rising Stars. It's a little bit pandering, but it's also sweet, right? Like, these are people we think you should know about. And so I can spend my time looking at those tweets. Here's the thing. Remember what I was talking about focusing on your demographic? I can sit here and read these tweets for hours and never reply. And then I get to know who these people are. Everybody on this planet now knows that I eat brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tarts. And I feel guilty about it. Right? No, I mean that's, I said it. I said it for a reason, so I could use it as an example, right? So you get to learn what people like. When you want to order swag for your company, start looking at your audience. Don't do what you think is cute. Do what they like. You know, you start to learn, like, a lot of WordPressers like science fiction. This is not mind-blowing information, right? But I don't like science fiction at all. Star Wars, that's it. I'm tapped out. Done. Just sorry. Sorry, everybody. You get to know what they like. You get to know what they think is cute. That Wapoo thing, I was like, Wapoo? Seriously, this looks like a weird Pikachu. I'm not into it. But then, like, okay, so Facebook Live has to see my computer now. I have the Prince Wapoo that James Tryon gave me. I have the ServerPress Wapoo. I have the WP Karaoke Wapoo. I got another Wapoo right there. I don't even know what it is right now because I can't read. I don't have my readers on. Now I love the Wapoos. WP Blab has a Wapoo that a couple of ladies made for us, Cheryl and Sherry. Because it grows on you, because I realized the Wapoo is associated with the camp. And then it's associated with memories, and therefore it's nostalgic. And that's what, and to me, it reminds me of, oh, I met McDwayne, and he gave me the karaoke sticker. It was so cool. And James brought me the Prince one, or the artist formerly known as Wapoo. And then you're like, you're just reminded of that. But what I'm saying is, like, all this learning that you can do, not by stalking, because I think that's a terrible thing. You're just learning. People are writing everything they want people to know about them, which means, and I finally bought The Thank You Economy by Gary Vaynerchuk. Like, I start everything backwards. I've watched all his videos. Now that I'm traveling more, I like to read on the plane. But he tells this story about this guy who bought a bunch of wine from Wine Library TV, and they wanted to thank him with some big gesture. And they found out that he liked some quarterback on the Jets or something. So Gary told his assistant, go on eBay and find me a signed version of that jersey, and they sent it to him. The guy was so blown away. Of course, there's more orders and da-da-da-da, blah, 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 right? So the thing is, you can see what your customers like. You can be intentional in how you thank them. You can learn what the pain points are. So when you're looking for content to write about, and you keep seeing that your customers are having trouble with the REST API, but it's your thing, you can write about it. Or if people don't know how to choose a design or how to work with a front-end developer or whatever, you can read what they're saying and then answer those questions. And now you don't have to guess if you're writing content that resonates. You know it resonates. You don't have to guess what your keywords are. You don't have to do all this keyword research. Sorry, keyword research people. I know everybody's freaking out. But you know what they're looking for because they're typing it in and they're tweeting it out. You can learn from your customer base by listing them and listening to them. And that's why lists are so awesome. Love Bridget. Questions? CJ?
So if you have a Twitter already set up and you've been tweeting from forever and you don't have a list set up, what's the fastest way to get look on that list, short of going go here?
Okay, so so I'm sure there's ways that are automatic. I know that Jason Tucker and I both control WP Blab, and he makes his own list, and I can't even handle it. Like, he does a script. I know that it can be done because people do it. But the thing is, I want to see that profile. I want to look at their face. I want to go, oh, yeah, CJ. Yeah, she just tweeted this about, because this is the next time I see you, I have something to talk to you about. It's more than just the actual...
Stop making them, and now I have like 200 people, and it's also on my list.
It is super time consuming to go backwards. I've done it way too many times. For client work, I'm doing it now. I'm going, oh, you're killing me. It's really hard work. But so there might be automatic ways. I don't know them because I don't believe in that. I want to touch it. I want to know who this person is because it helps me engage with them better. Especially because in our world, we're all going to WordCamps and we're talking to each other, we're at meetups and we're seeing each other. So I want to be able to not be that weird stalker that says, so, do you like blueberry Pop-Tarts? You know, but like, I have more of an understanding when you say, oh yeah, my dog died, yeah, I saw that on Twitter, I'm really sorry. You're like, yeah, it sucks, but she was 12. You're like, yeah, my dog died too. Now we're connected. You know what I mean? Like, there's an aspect of that that helps with the, everybody hates small talk, but small talk is the unavoidable way to make a connection. And so if you do it beforehand, it's easier, but like, for you, you only have 200 people, that'll probably take a good 2 hours, but easy. Like, it just, that's the trick. So, you know what I do is I go, okay, and I tell people, don't do more than 15 minutes because you will be so burnt out, you will never want to do it again. It's like eating top ramen in college, you're done. You never want to touch it again. I don't care how fancy you make it, I'm never eating top ramen. But let me just say, I would go, okay, who's the first list you care about? You don't have to tell me, but say it's like knitting people, because I go to a knitting club. Then I would just start there and go forwards. And then as you see their tweets again, go, oh yeah, she belongs on my knitting list. I would not go full backwards. You will hate life, you will hate me, you will send me emails like, why did you tell me to do that? I never should have come to Mimi's. Jen had a question.
I was just going to say that I pick up my kids from school, and so that's when I go through my Twitter, and after, I guess about a year and a half ago, I kind of called my list because a lot of people had started following me that didn't really need to be there, and I think in the beginning I didn't really understand Twitter, so I was following people back, and so I started realizing, oh, well, this person's not related to anything, not on a list, but it wasn't related to anything that I needed to follow. And they weren't a personal friend, they weren't a topic I was interested in. Why did I follow them? Because I didn't know them.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
hold on. And so I used that 15-minute block of time where I'm waiting for the bell to ring to go through that, and that would be a great time to start assembling those lists. And whether it's waiting at the bank or whether it's waiting at the there are places in our lives where we have to just sit and wait and we can't do anything.
so yeah, okay, so great points. Twitter is great for waiting. Waiting for your laundry, waiting for somebody to call you back, because it's 40-second commitment. You tweet, you're done. You tweet something out, you're done. You look at your list for a minute, you're done. Somebody calls you, you just leave it. There's no big commitment to that. Now, Jen and I don't agree on the philosophy. I say as long as you're not porn or selling followers, I'm following you back. But my thing is to grow. So I have a growth thing, and Twitter is the only social network that makes you have a 1-to-1 ratio when you hit 2,000, 5,000, 9,000, 14,000, and 19,000. I've never gotten above 20. So you hit those ceilings, and I'm right there with Give. Like, I need 800 people to follow. I need 800 people to follow Give WP right now. It's like a call-in line. Come on, who's going to follow? Who's going to follow? Because I can't get I've actually had to unfollow people who are not following me because the ratio is so off. I've applied for Give to be verified by Twitter 2 times and they rejected us. So it's a weird thing, but if you're like, if you don't care that if you never want to get above 2,000 or 5,000, then it doesn't matter. But, and you can list people that you don't follow, right? But I do follow everybody that's not porn because people change their jobs a lot. And people who you didn't think were relevant, all of a sudden become relevant very quickly. So it just depends on how you want to do it. That's why I said some people like the WPCLI, some people like the visual editor, some people like WordPress.com, some people like self-hosted, some people like Angular, some people like Team ACF. Everybody's different. You all have your own workflows. You all have your own purposes. So just think of what your purpose is and reverse engineer Twitter to work for you. But either way, listing is a great idea. I would not do that in one sitting, CJ. Just thinking about it is making me, I think my blood pressure's...
I've been screwing around with it at work.
Yeah.
Like, massive save files.
Sure. But, you're so smart at that, I'm sure you can find, or there might be even a service. I don't know. I have no idea. Because I do everything by hand. So, are there any more?
You're like, that guy.
Right?
That list.
Yeah.
I have the pictures. If you're on your who's following you.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I remember who the
Right. And I wouldn't do it automatically by hashtags because hashtags should be used for good and bad. Yeah, so, well, no, I mean, like, if somebody says WordPress, that doesn't necessarily mean they love WordPress. They could be saying, you guys are WordPress, you should be using Drupal or whatever, like, and then you add them to your WordPress list, and they're like, that person doesn't know what they're doing. I love Drupal the most. You know, I'm just saying. Yes, ma'am. Hashtags are generic search terms. They should be used as search terms. They filter out the tweets by people using them. Think of it like a phone book. If you're looking for somebody to fix your toilet, what are you going to look under in the yellow pages? Plumber, right? But some people try to be clever and they hashtag their name. Nobody knows you. They're not going to look for you. So, oh look, Justine said, thank you for the tips. Be intentional. So that she's doing by sarcasm. But let's find a hashtag that makes sense.
Why is it bad?
No, I mean, like, they could use the hashtag to talk about WordPress in a bad way. So if you automatically put them on your WordPress list because they use that hashtag, you don't know what the context, you don't know the context of the tweet. They could be saying WordPress is bad. Right. Suck it. So here's the thing, you guys. So when you look for a hashtag, sorry, like if it's a jingle, I know it. Or some random thing from a show. So when you type in a hashtag at the search bar, there's going to be top latest people photos. Its default gives you the top. And not surprisingly, WordPress.com and WordPress VIP are the top two people. But I usually like to go to the latest because that's reverse chronological order.
And it'll only show hashtags for Twitter.
Well, okay, so we're only talking about Twitter right now.
Yeah.
Every social network supports hashtags except for LinkedIn. But the culture doesn't always support it. That's my, hi Roy, hi Jason Tucker. Okay, oh sorry, hi Roy is a cliche. Howdy Roy. Okay, so Premium WordPress tweeted this 2 minutes ago. Elegant Enthusiast tweeted that. How to get backlinks. See how it says backlinks like that? That means you can click on it. It makes it clickable. So now I can click on that. Oops. That's what I get for being clever. Backlinks. Now I can see all the tweets that have the hashtag backlinks in them. So it's search and filter. But if you want to be the most effective, think keywords. Sarcasm is awesome, but I'm going to do 90% of your hashtags. I mean, we're not really talking about hashtags like I could talk all night long. But hashtags, think keywords. Because here's the other thing about lists, what I forgot to tell you. And this is a suspicion. It's not documented evidence. That's my disclaimer. So Twitter will make suggestions of who you should follow. Have you ever seen that when you're... Okay, so when you're on Twitter.com... Sorry, Mimi's Wi-Fi is a little slow. I have one new message request. Thank you. And you go to your profile. When it's smaller, it will show you who to follow. Usually these are super relevant people. I have a suggestion. I have a suspicion that the Twitter lists help you get suggested. Because I know that when I've made Twitter lists, all of a sudden I start getting super relevant followers. So, again, suspicion, not documented, tested or see, you know, but anyway, so that's that. But, does that make any sense, Lynn? Okay, so think of a hashtag as a way to search and filter. Think keywords. Yeah, I would put them at the end if you could. Like, so I go, okay, hey everyone, I'm teaching the women who WP how to use Twitter lists, hashtag WordPress, hashtag community, because it's a meetup, hashtag Twitter 101. I would not use more than 3 hashtags. Hashtags inside of a sentence make it really hard to read, especially people that have, Jamal and I were talking about this on Blab last week. If your highlight color on Twitter is some really hard color to read, then all your links are hard to read. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I'm not going to call anybody out because that's not my style. But if your links are hard to read, then your tweets are hard to read. But in Hootsuite, they're all just black and white. There's another reason why I like Hootsuite. Any more questions? If you go to WordCamp San Diego, because this is a perfect reason, I have aggregated a list of attendees based upon those who gave that information when they signed up. So if you go to lists, when you go to their profile and you click on lists, if they're a public list, anybody can see them. So then you can click on attendees and then click on members. Of the 300 people that are going, I found 179 people. And then you can see them, and then you can decide to follow them or not. You can see I'm following the WP crowd, but I'm not following these people. But this is a good way to find super relevant followers. So I already made an Orange County list. So if you wanted to start following people in Orange County, I would just go to my profile and look at my list and then start following them from here. Because then you could go front-end designer and developer. Oh, see the gear? Add or remove to list. Front-end designer tells me she's a WordPress person, and now I'm going to follow her. So and see how they're, like, it's blue now because I'm following them? So yeah, you can look at anybody's public lists. And you can use those as a resource for the people that you want to follow. If you want to follow super relevant people, then go off a list. Because somebody took the time to put those people there, so they're super relevant. Does that make sense? Yes, sir.
Is there a way to combine 2 lists?
Can you combine 2 lists? Not on Twitter. Maybe a third-party tool. It's all manual labor. Sorry. I don't. Okay, so you can't. Okay, last time I checked, in case anybody's gonna outrage on me about this. Last time I checked, you can't create lists from your phone, but you can add people to lists from your phone. You can do some Twitter. I wouldn't. I mean, you can while you're waiting for the laundry or whatever, but I do sit at a giant computer all day long, so. You can create a list now. You can create a list.
When you go to lists, it's going to be the plus symbol on the upper
Okay,
right.
so I've been corrected. You can create, so you can do a lot on your phone now. And, everybody, Jim Miller wants me to know that you're missing this cupcake, Twitter cupcake from 2carolines.com. That's TWO Carolines.com. Okay. .com. Okay. Oh, this is my lunch. It's cold. .com. Okay. So
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Woo! Okay.
It's actually at 2 Carolines Bake.
Oh, no, on Twitter it's 2 Carolines Bake, but it's 2carolines.com. Right? It is 2carolines.com. I said it 1,000 times, so I hope it's right. Okay. So I will tweet that list out for you, Amy, and I will now, fulfill the mission of finishing it. But yeah, you can do that. And so I'll take one more question. Una más pregunta. Any Twitter question at all? Okay, Lynn.
Can you, setting up a stock, can you, let's say the neighborhood, can you find people right in the neighborhood and learn what they like and what they
Oh, there's advanced search. Okay, I gotta be serious now. I gotta get on.
I'm thinking, I work for Ed Church.
Yeah, search twitter.com.
Community,
Okay, yes, Twitter has great search. Well, not as good as Google. But search.twitter.com, then go to your advanced search, this you might have to do on a computer. You could go all of these words, this exact phrase, near this place. Like for some reason they think I'm in San Jose. We are in like Huntington Beach, right? I was just talking to you about this the other day. Why does it think I'm in this? Okay, so you can search by Huntington Beach from February 1 until February 14th. You can see, but they're the people that geolocated their tag. So it's possible that you are going to see things you cannot unsee. That is my disclaimer. Yeah, but a lot of neighborhoods like have a name, like so in Dana Point, I live in Lantern Village. I probably shouldn't tell that to the whole world, but you can hashtag Lantern Village, and you'll see tweets about that. Of course, from a realtor, new listing in Lantern Village, Lantern District, Lantern Village, Dana Point. So people are using a hashtag for your neighborhood anyway, so use the hashtag. All right, well, thanks, guys. I'm gonna eat now. Thanks, Twitter. Hi, Adam Warner. Hi, Ahmad. Happy birthday, Ahmad. I saw that it was his birthday on Instagram. It's not weird. It's not weird, right, Ahmad? It's your birthday. Happy 25th. Say happy birthday to Ahmad. Okay, bye, everybody. I hope it's not weird now because I already said it 10 times. Okay, bye.